Coming up, we have your January 2025 Las Vegas real estate market update with a review, everything that happened in 2024, and our predictions for the market in 2025.
Hey everyone, I'm Steve.
And I'm Kristen.
We are the Thomas Group with Real Broker, your local Las Vegas and Henderson Realtors. First and foremost, I want to, just before we get into the data and all the details, I just want to say sorry to everybody that was, has been following our channel for a while. And I know many of you, watch our market updates religiously. We didn't put one out in December. Why, Kristen?
Well, our son got the flu.
We son got the flu. It was
newborn, everything, all the things.
It was yeah.
Forgive us.
In I don't know, 6 years or something, how many years we've been doing these videos for. We've never missed a single one. So apologies, but hopefully we're going to kind of wrap it all up for you. The last part of 2024, talk about, as Kristen said, some of the predictions that we've got coming into 2025 for the Las Vegas real estate market update. And again, just prior to us getting into that, I just want to say a thank you, if that's okay, real quick, to everybody that has reached out to us. This is a dream to us, to be able to create content online about what it's like living in the area, showcasing you properties, telling you a little bit about the market, our stories, and stuff, and how we're getting on in the real estate market. But we couldn't do it all without you. And one of the best parts I've always said to Kristen and my whole team is the people that don't like us never call.
Yeah.
So those people that do call us, you guys like us. We love you. Not only, are we extremely grateful, but just so you know, we were in the top 25 out of 25,000 people in the whole country. Our group was in the top 25 for multiple different categories and top performing agents. So that's just a testament to you guys, and to say thank you for giving us the opportunity to help you. And we'll hopefully look at meeting lots more friends in 2025, and we'll get into the real estate details now.
Yeah. All right. So let's start with single family home sales, and we'll look at the median sales price. So we finished the year off down slightly from the previous month. So we finished off at $475,000. The peak that we saw in May 2022, that was like our COVID peak, was $480,000. So we still, for single family home sales, have not quite reached the peak.
Did you say we passed it and then dropped?
We were almost there. I think last month we were at like 478,000. We were so close.
Right. Okay.
We were so close. However, year over year, we're up 5.6%. And I think something to note about, saying that we haven't reached our peak is this is so area dependent. Because there are places in Summerlin that we're well back over the peak again.
Yeah. When you start looking at like price per square foot, dollar per square foot and such, 100%. Yeah, we've always said that, real estate's not just local, it's hyper local.
Yeah.
Like it can change from one street to the next almost, right? Depending on the types of properties and stuff that are out there. So 5%, overall is good. And we've got to say that, in our business, and the more agents quit and hung up their real estate licenses license last year than it has ever before. One of the reasons that happened is because interest rates were so high that the buyer pool and stuff, basically disappeared. And it's only, I guess, people like ourselves that do a lot of business or are creating content that, reaching out to people that, we're lucky enough to be able to service. So do you think the interest rates this year are going to have an impact on, the price appreciation? Do you think we're going to have the same sort of growth as we did?
So I think that this past year has proven that the market is very resilient despite interest rates staying high and staying sticky. We're ending the year out, interest rates went back up a little bit, up to 7%. So I think we're going to see
resilient. That's a good word for this. Yeah. No. Yeah. Sorry, I got to interrupt, but you say interest rates. You think are going to go what? They're
predicted to maybe go down slightly. Maybe hover around in the 6s. But I think we're going to continue to see that upward price pressure on our market here because of the high demand that we have for people moving into the area.
Sure. My prediction in terms of interest rates, yeah, but we might touch the 6s. We're never going to go into the 5s. That's going to be my predictions. And you'll not see that in the whole of 2025.
Speaking of, I'm glad you said that. You know where you will see that if you buy new construction. This is the biggest discrepancy that I've seen between what the new builders are offering and the market rate. So a lot of the new builders are offering a 5%, sometimes even slightly under 5 right now, and the market rate's at 7. So the thing is, they're putting a lot of money into that. Then the counter side of that is that that's being reflected in the price. So a lot of those are like entry level new construction homes right now.
You're financing it.
You're financing
at a lower rate than you would.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, if you're looking at like a starter home new construction, you're really looking at probably like $480,000, but you're getting that lower interest rate. So that makes it comparable to if you were buying a $400,000 resale. So, I mean, it works out in the end. I think everybody's happy. The builder's making more interest off you.
I mean, if you can find quite frankly, if you can find a new construction home in the area you want to live, that's the best way to go.
Yeah.
Because you're getting a brand new house.
Yeah.
Everything's brand new.
Yeah.
Up to date, modern, the floor plans.
You'd have a warranty.
A warranty, right? I mean, there's so many positives.
And speaking of, I'm your new construction expert. I know I have a good relationship with all the sales reps all throughout the valley, which is, I'm telling you, it's really important.
And in every price range too. Like Kristen's got clients shopping in $8-10 million range, and also far below that as well. So yeah, let her know if you look shopping new construction, like you're not going to go run calling Kristen.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. All right, should we move on to sales?
Yep.
So this was our first year in 3 years since 2021 that we have seen the total sales for the year increase over the previous year. It was going down because of those interest rates. There were 1,811 single family homes sold, up 10% from the previous month. But the most important thing, I don't have how much it is year over year, like the whole year, over the whole year, but it did increase.
Well, I'll tell you what, like we know the numbers too. The luxury market.
Yes, that's good. Let's talk about luxury market.
Because the luxury market has been going bananas. And we've been telling you this for a long time. For those of you that have been watching, some of our clients have made a lot of money purchasing new construction homes and selling them before they're ready, or once they hit the market. Because generally in a new construction community, you're going to get forced appreciation. Right. And now if we're talking about the super luxury, ultra luxury market, I have quite a bit of experience in this as well as Kristen does. And what I recently just found out is, and I'll just give you the short kind of abbreviation for this, for anyone that might be looking at investing and purchasing in this price range. You can purchase a property up in Ascaya with the plans already approved, and the build out's going to be $750 per square foot. And you could essentially sell that home for $1,200 per square foot once it's built in 18 to 24 months.
Wow.
And if we're now looking at the data, which I know I kind of went off track a little bit there, but I'm just going to circle back again. If we're looking at the data, which is very important when we're making decisions, because that tells us the big picture.
Yeah.
The luxury market sold 75 more homes last year than it did the previous year.
Ultra luxury market.
And what define that, Kristen?
Yeah, so here, I know different markets define it differently. We're defining that as 3 million plus. So up 75. In 2023, we were at 150, over 3 million. 2024, 224.
224.
And this is resales. So there's a lot bigger pocket of that. That's new construction that wasn't.
We're not even talking about.
It's not only resales, it's what's been listed on the MLS.
Yep.
And so some new construction is listed on the MLS, don't get me wrong, but there is a big pocket that's not.
Yep.
It's growing. And I just want to jump in. One more thing that's really exciting about this market right now, and that I tell all of my clients, is once these developments that are built on the outskirts, up on the mountains, are built out, that is it. And we are in the closing stages of that.
Yeah, I was just in Ascaya yesterday, and they've literally got, I would say, maybe 50 lots left that right now that are available. Out of those 50 lots, there's probably, I would say, maybe only 10 of them might have some sort of strip views.
Wow.
The others are looking back into the canyon.
Wow. And I can tell you, people want strip views.
And there's maybe 4 or 5 lots that are going to be right on the very, very, very top of the ridge. Wow. But this is really interesting. The developers had been pitched so many times, I'll give you ridiculous amounts for it. And he's just said no.
Wow.
And he's just sitting on those.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I learned a lot about Sky. That's a tremendous community. And if anyone's got the means to be able to invest in them, I highly recommend you do so.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right. So let's talk about what is affecting our inventory overall. Inventory was at basically 5,000 homes available for sale. Mm-hmm. That is up 32% from where we were this same time last year, which is really good.
Yeah, I mean, we say this all the time, right? We were low. It's been so low.
We're sitting at 2.7 months of inventory.
I was just going to ask that now. Yeah. So is that down or up since last time?
That is up since since last year.
Since last year, yeah. So it's growing. We're starting to favor the buyer overall. It's still favoring the seller, but buyers are starting to get a little more options here and there. Yes. And again, as you mentioned before, it's so community specific. So dependent on the price point. Like I think a lot of sellers, if they have a good agent, sellers of maybe first-time home buyers or first-time home buyer type home, they would expect to maybe be contributing to closing costs. Mm-hmm. So just make sure that your agent knows that you're hyper local market for sure. 100%.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I have for single family. Shall we look?
Can I just say one thing about single family? It just popped into my head. Kristen was just talking about concessions and, how do concessions look, right? We can sellers can give money towards the buyer's loan. We can take it from, off the price. We can do different things with it. What used to happen when we submitted a sale in the MLS is we would record the concessions. Yeah. So that now when I'm running comparable a comparison on sales in the neighborhood, I can say, okay, well, this home sold for 500,000, but actually they gave them 30,000. So really it's only worth 470.
Right.
But it's gone.
It's gone.
What happened to that?
Well, it was a result of being overly cautious from the lawsuit. Yeah. It is ridiculous. I think that needs to change because it's not true. It's not true. Yeah. It's not showing the true value.
It's not showing the true value. And buyers out there don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I think appraisers don't know. That's the most important.
I just had an appraiser call me on on a property I sold to say, hey, did you give any concessions? Because, and he's like, thanks a bunch. It really helps me.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is not transparent.
Yeah.
And the thing about the lawsuit was it's supposed to promote transparency.
Such a good point.
Like, it's just all backwards. Point. Anyway, nothing's changed, by the way, because as well, I know there's probably a lot of people out there like, so do we have to now pay buyer's agents and stuff now? And how does all that work? Honestly, on the most part, nothing's changed. Just a little bit of paperwork.
Yeah.
Callers will explain it all.
Yeah. That's a good, people probably do want to know that. Yeah, thank you for that, Steve. All right, let's jump into condo and townhomes. So as opposed to the single family market where we were not past our peak, condo and townhomes closed at 290,000. And we did in 2024 finally get over the COVID peak, which was 285,000. So we're just over that. Yeah. Yep. And year over year, condo and townhomes were up 7.4%. So really healthy. Again, I think we didn't mention it with the single family, but like a healthy, normal real estate market is about 3% appreciation year over year. So it's funny, like this is our like slow market, but we are still having
because we had years when it's like 25%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, thank goodness we bought property.
Yeah. Yeah.
But is it too late? Right? Like, no. I think if we're looking at Las Vegas here, we're extremely bullish on Las Vegas. Like Kristen and I own the property here, from our own home. Like we're putting our money where our mouth is.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll continue bringing this data for you every single month because I feel like we are so finely in tuned to the market because we've been looking at this data in a very detailed way for 6-7 years. And we've been practicing real estate 9 years this year. Did you know that?
Yeah.
9 years. Yeah.
Wow. That's how we have gray hair. Or except the kids. I don't know. A little bit of both, I think.
Yeah. Definitely both.
All right. So let's look back at our units sold for condo and townhome. There were 466 sold in December, which was about the same as last year. But overall, the market, again, we saw an increase from 2023 into 2024, and our predictions are, well, mine are, that we will continue to see sales increase into 2025.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason why. Look, I mean, interest rates can't. I mean, I don't want to say that interest rates can't go any higher than where they were at 8%.
Yeah,
and it was still a healthy market that appreciated. So just going off of that, I think it's, we're going to be in for another strong year.
Yeah, absolutely. Really quick, again, the condo and townhome market saw about a 50% jump in inventory, which is good. You have more options, but still, like Steve said, we went from like nothing to a little bit. Yeah. So 3.8 months of inventory for condo and townhome. So it is favoring the buyer slightly more than single family. So that's good. Again, like I said, from what I've seen, I think sellers are a little bit more willing to give concessions in that price point, depending on your area, of course. And then new listings was up year over year as well. So that's good to keep up with our little bit growing demand. Mm-hmm. So yeah, overall, I think we're going to kind of see that same slow growth in the regular market, the most growth in the luxury and ultra luxury market, just like we saw this last year. I think that's going to continue.
And quite honestly, I think that's going to continue beyond where we believe, because when we actually dissect the whole Clark County into communities that have got ultra luxury homes, there's like 3.
Yeah.
So there's not a huge amount of places to pick from. It's not like California, which, hey, just if anyone's watching from California who's been affected by the fires, our prayers and thoughts go out to everybody. I've never seen anything like that.
Terrible.
But yeah, I agree. I think it's the luxury market's is gonna continue well, and in fact, I do believe that there's going to be buyers coming from California here, because I helped clients, like when there was a previous forest fire, mm-hmm. they sold their home because they told me it was too close for comfort.
Oh, that's terrible.
And they sold their home and moved here. So I imagine that there's probably going to be very similar people, which I hate to say it, but it's going to put more upward pressure on the market.
Yeah. Well,
so we'll see.
Yeah. All right. So
anything else from you?
That's it. That's all I've got.
All right. Well, that's all from me. Again, thank you everybody for reaching out, subscribing to our channel, watching our videos. We really appreciate all of you guys, and look forward to hopefully meeting some more of you in the new year. If you have any questions at all about buying, selling, investing in Las Vegas, Kristen and I have a team of agents as well as ourselves that are experts in multiple different areas. As Kristen said, she's a new construction expert, but we've got a luxury in an agent in every different sector. So if you need some help, you can reach out to us on our website, thethomasgrouplv.com. All of our contact information is also on the screen. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year. We'll see you again soon.
Bye.